So can you tell Maimuna what you're supposed to do, because she joined in late and I don't want to repeat.
Like yes, I can repeat for Memuna. You said that Memuna, you have to write words conjunction which you can connect the sentence. Like you are writing one sentence, the word which you have to fix in a between to start a next section. The list of conjunctions means although, even, in the order that, because is a very common word, like now and when, rather than. These are the conjunction words. If you know about, you have to add it in a between of the sentence.
So we have to only write the conjunction words, right? Not the full sentence. No. Just the conjunctions. Okay? And later on, I will try to part them out for you. Okay? Tell you what's the difference between those conjunctions. Okay? Good. So let's learn more about the linking words. Okay?
Oh yes, ma'am.
So basically, we know that linking words are the words that join two sentences together. Okay?
Yes.
So there are different types of linking words. We're not going to get into so much of grammar, so we'll skip this. Okay? Sometimes there are words that come in the middle, just say and, or, nor, but, for, yet, so, वगैरह. Okay? Sometimes there are some words that do not come in the middle, they come in the beginning. So maybe you can say they act as they are used to introduce, right, or to provide a contrast. Just like, even though I wanted to get dressed, but so
Yes.
even though से शुरू हुआ है, that means it's providing a contrast. और ये शुरू में sentence के शुरू में लगा है, it's not in the middle. ठीक है? Even though it's a linking word, but it's not necessarily in the middle. ठीक है? So you need to know that sometimes what happens is some of the linking words, they come in the middle, sometimes they come at the beginning or the end of the sentence. Depends. Okay. So some of the examples of such words, these are the words that I would highly recommend that if you've got a register or perhaps a screenshot or whatever you need to do, you can do it. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are the words. So for example, if you're talking about the beginning,
Yes.
so a few examples are firstly, secondly, thirdly, next class, finally, in addition, furthermore, also, at present, presently. These are the words you need to use when starting a sentence. But you're connecting the idea that you were presenting in the previous sentence before the full stop. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Like, you tell about the uses of, or maybe the benefits of going to a university. You need to add in more information, so you're going to use these words.
Yes, ma'am.
जो चीज आप पहले ही बता रहे हो, उसमें further addition करने के लिए you need to do this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? Yes. Okay. So then comes the order of importance. अब जब भी आपने कोई ऐसे लिखना है तो हमेशा हमेशा mind mapping is very important. Mind mapping means you are not just going to start writing time come है मैं जल्दी से लिखना शुरू कर दूँ. No, you're not going to do that. ठीक है? पहले you're going to analyze the topic. Okay, so this is the topic. So again, I'll start with the same topic. For example, I'm going to talk about university, the benefits, the disadvantages of going to university, or the everything about it. Okay? So in my mind, I'm going to list it down. अच्छा इसके फायदे क्या है, नुकसान क्या है, मोटे मोटे 2 chunks मैंने बना लिए. Then in the benefits points, ठीक है, I'm going to write it in bullets on the side of the paper, perhaps, maybe, the points that I'm going to write about. अब उन points में, what are the points that are of high importance? ठीक है? Going to university का सबसे बड़ा फायदा is that you get efficient and effective in what you're doing. You get more knowledge about it. Secondly, you get to build up your career. So you're going to sort out the points. So more So these are the words that you can use when you are planning it out. So the order of importance to describe that, you would be using this. Most, more importantly, most significantly, above all, primarily, it is essential or essentially, So these are the words you can use to describe the importance of the point that you're providing in the essay or maybe in the speaking. Okay, so these are highly important and it just improves your English to the next band. Okay, so it's very important because what happens is we tend to use and because a lot many times. Because we do that, what happens is there's a lot of repeating words in our sentence. So we don't want to do that. We need a variety in our sentence structure. We need a variety in our in the way we present our ideas, and that is what is going to be assessed in the writing and the speaking. Okay. Okay. Talking about contrasts. Okay. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि idea of like sentence शुरू एक आइडिया से होता है लेकिन उसको आप चेंज कर देते हो दूसरे से जैसे उर्दू में लेकिन का वर्ड इस्तेमाल होता है the same way contrasts are the words which provide a contrasting idea in the same sentence. Okay, basically these are so important when you're doing TOEFL एग्जाम बिकॉज उसमें इस तरह के पार्ट्स आते हैं जिसमें आपने इंसर्ट टाइप क्वेश्चन होता है अपने सेंटेंस को इंसर्ट करना होता है ठीक है अब उसमें what happens is when you're inserting the sentence you need to know कि ये वाला जो sentence मेरे पास है is it an addition of an idea, is it describing an importance, or is it a contrasting to what already has been written. So by looking at such clue linking words, you can actually figure out what to do or where to place your sentence. Okay? So, however, on the other hand, on the contrary, in comparison or by comparison, and in contrast, these are the words you use when you're providing a contrasting idea. Okay? Moving on to the next slide. Now there are other linking words, which is result, comparison, and then the reasoning. So I think as a result, as a consequence, therefore, thus, consequently, hence, these are जब आप end में probably अपना कोई conclusion दे रहे होते हो in the essay and in the speaking. Okay? These are the words that you use when you're doing that. So I will not spare you class हो गई बस खत्म. What I would like you to do is कि आप इस तरह ये column लिखोगे, ठीक है, बनाओगे result, comparison, reason, addition और भी जो हमने किए हैं, ठीक है, we'll revise them again. I'll give you the headings of those. आप लोग चाहे Google खोलो, चाहे जो मर्जी करो, ठीक है, write those down and then take a picture of it and send it to me on Google Classroom. आप लोगों ने कभी Google Classroom यूज किया?
No, ma'am.
No? चलो ठीक है, वो भी आपको आ जाएगा, कोई बात नहीं.
Excuse me.
Yes.
We will have to rectify all these words. How we can make it habit that whenever we are writing something, these words should automatically come in our mind because
So
we have habit of writing. But can we build a habit in 2 weeks to use these words?
बिल्कुल ऐसे ही है ना. The first thing first, आपको पहले पता होना चाहिए what word is for what use. ठीक है?
Yes.
आप उनको याद करें और maybe write it down once. We are adults. What happens is sometimes when you read something, now there is a full pyramid of how you absorb things. देखने से कुछ चीजें याद रहती हैं, कुछ नहीं रहती. सुनने से कुछ याद रहता है, कुछ नहीं रहती. So when you write it down, every coordinate of your body is every organ of your body is coordinating. ठीक है, आपके हाथ, feelings, your eyes, ठीक है, everything is coordinating. So what happens is when you're writing it, speaking it out, listening it, आपकी सारी जब senses utilize होंगी, it's science, ठीक है? तो you get to memorize it better. ठीक है? इसी तरह अभी जो हो रहा है, that is just listening. You are only listening to me and looking at these words. ठीक है? So कुछ चीज आपको इधर भी याद हो जाएगी. When you're going to write it down, तो आपको और ज़्यादा familiar हो जाएगा. फिर उसके बाद, when we will be doing exercises, like for example, I'll be giving you short writing tasks, and then I'll ask you to replace the words. ठीक है? So I might ask you to use a different word than also. तो फिर आप सोचेंगे, अच्छा also के अलावा मैं कौन सा word use कर सकता हूँ? And then you can utilize that word, you can use it. तो फिर आपकी grinding और refining हो जाएगी. ठीक है? So that's how you're going to remember. So that is why whatever I'm asking you to do, so for example, I've asked you to submit this homework by tomorrow.